What up, everybody? Welcome back to the show.
It's G.
And I'm T.
And what's good, y'all, man? Sorry we've been absent for a little while, but now we're back, man. Let's talk about this in-season tournament today. So what's your thoughts on that? Is it a hit or is it a miss?
Man, I think it's a hit. I mean, they're hooping.
I think it's a hit, too,
It's a hit. These players are hooping.
With money on the line.
You gonna bring your A game. With money on the line, you gonna play.
With money on the line,
you gonna play.
They gonna go hard.
I mean, you gonna play.
So I feel like, this is a good thing for them, and it brought a lot of new viewers to the tournament. So, I mean, I feel like they need to keep doing this every year. They can make some improvements on it, but I like it, man. Maybe, put some more money with it or something, or add something to it, but I think as is, I think it's pretty good. I don't think I would change too much.
I mean, I think it's definitely a good addition. I think they should definitely keep it
How
going.
you feel about the final teams that's in it right now? The Pacers won today.
Pacers did win.
So Lakers and the Pelicans play tonight. So how you feeling? Who you think gonna take it all?
I think I got Lakers.
Lakers?
I think I got Lakers.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Lakers, my team. I think the Pelicans are too young, man. I think Pelicans gonna win, then I think the Pacers gonna win it all.
I mean, I can't count Bron out.
Me neither,
you
but
can't never count him out. I mean,
we every time we go against the Pelicans, they a bad matchup for us, man. They just so young and athletic.
Can't keep up.
We can't keep up with them, man. They make us look old, just like the Thunder did the other night. They just make us look old.
Y'all
man.
age be showing against these young
teams. Them young teams be making us run, dog, and we can't keep up when they doing that. I feel like the in-season tournament is for those younger teams, man.
It is.
That's why they did that, to show different type of teams winning. I feel like these younger teams, they run all game. The pace just be too much for a vet-heavy team. So even though it's my team, I feel like the Pelicans might get them, man.
You don't think Indiana? You don't think Pacers can take? You don't think the Pacers can take it all?
Yeah, I think the Pacers gonna win it all. If the Pelicans win tonight and they go against the Pacers for the championship, I think the Pacers are gonna win. Because Halliburton, hey,
he took 2 steps.
So okay, let's go back to the Kings trade. Win-win.
I think it's a win-win. It's a win-win.
That's one of the best trades, man. One of the
best trades, man. I mean, you look at the Kings. You look at the way Sabonis been playing. I mean, that team is a perfect fit for him. I'm happy he got somewhere where he was. He's used his skill set, and then we see Halliburton. I mean, he take it off. He take it off.
Is he the best point guard in the league? They
said he top 5. They said, is he MVP?
I think he might be top 3.
He top 3?
He top 3.
Hey, he
right now.
I agree with that. Top 3.
Top 3.
I gotta give. Is he going for the MVP?
They said he's in the conversation.
That's what they're saying.
I mean,
the way he playing,
the way he elevates his team, it's looking good. Like,
did you know that Indiana is one of the best teams on fast break points? They got like half their points come from fast breaks, 80-something%.
I watched them tonight for the first time, like really watched them, and they push that ball down. They
push that ball down.
I believe that they are one of the fastest teams down the court because I mean it was like a breakneck speed with the Bucks tonight. So yeah, they young and they hungry, man. Halliburton, they had him mic'd up. He was a good leader. He was like getting everybody hyped, and I mean they hungry, man.
They young, man. Got Obi Toppin.
Toppin looking like a different player.
He's looking like a different because Halliburton got that passing. One of the best. Is he the best passer in the league right now?
He's a good passer, man.
Good passer.
He giving Toppin easy looks. That's what Toppin needs.
Toppin he's always been that.
He's a high flyer.
Runner. He's a high flyer. He's a
high flyer, man. He can hit the 3 too, though.
Yeah, he got good. He got good shot on him.
Halliburton just make everybody look so much better because
with 0 turnovers though.
Yeah, 0 turnovers is crazy.
That's crazy.
Multiple nights. He does it like every night basis. So I mean, I like watching him play. He's nice.
Dude, he's nice.
He's one of my favorite players to watch now. I got tuned into them Pacer games.
Hey, I would have never thought you would ever say that. Tune into a Pacers game?
I mean, he just plays.
Yeah, I mean,
he played good basketball. He shares the ball, but then when it's clutch time,
he's clutch.
He turn it on, man. That step back 3, I don't think nobody can stop it, man. It's like the old James Harden when he used to do that step back 3. He was like, damn, he can't nobody stop it. It's like he hit the step back 3 on Brook Lopez. Nothing Lopez could do, man. Splash.
Halliburton, nice.
So let's go to another team that made a splash and trade. What about the Wizards, man? How did Jordan Poole panning out? You feel like?
I mean, Jordan Poole, man, when he was on the Warriors, I feel like he contributed to that team. That was already a winning team. He could do his thing. I feel like he just don't got that. He don't look the same. I mean, he's looking. These are the worst numbers he's ever had.
I know why he doesn't look the same because he has a bigger role.
Yeah, he has a bigger
The role he had with the Warriors was the perfect role for him.
It was.
Come off the bench, spark some offense. It wasn't too much weight to shoulder because they didn't ask too much of him. Go out there, score some points, and then come back to the bench. On the Wizards, they want him to be the star. That's not his role, man. He's trying too hard.
But do you feel like for him going to Washington, do you feel like he just doesn't care about the basketball anymore? He knows that they suck. Why even try? Do you think that has a factor?
I think the Wizards shouldn't have pushed him so hard because they knew it was a rebuilding year. They traded all their playmakers away. So, I mean, I really don't know what they thought they was going to achieve this season, but Jordan Poole wasn't going to get you there. Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole are one of the worst 1-2 punches in the league right now. So, I mean, if you depended on them to get y'all to the playoffs, that's not going to happen.
I mean, I would say the trade was bad, but the Warriors ain't doing much better. They suck.
The Warriors are – the trade didn't help them out, but they was already past their prime, man.
I mean,
they stay afloat because of Curry's so good, but with Clay playing like a shell of himself, Curry can't carry them all season.
Is Clay done?
Clay, he's just inconsistent now. He can't do it on a nightly basis.
He's not shiesty anymore. I'm watching Clay. He's just not the same player.
I don't know, man. Clay, it's like he be trying to force it too much, man. It's like he's trying to prove a point that he still has it.
You don't have it.
He don't have it.
And it's okay, though. It's okay.
He takes a lot of bad, tough shots that he used to be able to make. But
those days are past him, and he needs to know.
I hate to say it, man, because Clay's one of
the
best shooters in history, man.
I love his form. I think when
he does have the perfect form.
He has a perfect form. Mathematically, he has a perfect form. I love Clay, but, man, he does not have it anymore.
He even don't even got the same defense he used to have. Like, Clay used to be like a legit 3-and-D. Now it's just like he's not hitting the 3, and he definitely not playing no good D. He can't get to the line no more.
He can't.
I don't know. That team is just constructed so horribly. It's just he got Curry and then Clay. Andrew Wiggins not playing like himself. Draymond, he a wrestler now.
What Jordan Poole, they said the rumor had it. Jordan Poole said he was an expensive backpack for 30. He was an expensive backpack for Curry.
Draymond is way past his prime. He's like a football player now. So,
he's out there suplexing people on the
literally tackled dude last game. So, it's just like Draymond's not adding much to – he does good like leadership and stuff like that, but he's not adding no type of points or nothing. Well, he did have 20 points the other night.
He sucks. What did Giannis say to Ibaka? He said, "You are a scream setter. You are a scream setter."
Look, but even with Draymond dropping 20, that team they got so many young players coming off the bench. It's just hard to win like that.
They just suck.
If Andrew Wiggins can turn it around, I think they'll look a little bit better, but he just looks like he done fell off, man. Like, he not grabbing boards no more. The 3 ain't hitting. But, if he can turn it around, I feel like they might be able to make a little deep playoff run. Because it seems like the Warriors always play better in the playoffs anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. When playoff time comes, they look like a different team.
Same thing with the Lakers.
Yeah, Bron, you can't. Every time he come to playoffs, he go in the playoff mode. So.
You got some good. We saw some of them players was playing hard. Rui was playing hard in the playoffs too.
Every team I've watched has played pretty hard in the in-season tournament. So it's definitely a hit. Bron said, they gonna play hard. The Pacers said they trying to shock the world. So the teams are taking it serious, and that's what they wanted for the teams to take it serious. So I feel like that's a success on their part. So the Warriors. I can't count them out, but they don't look like they're going to make a deep playoff run. Unless Andrew Wiggins and Clay turn around. Them two turning around, then we talking.
Shoot.
But if they don't turn around, it's going to be a long season for Curry.
If I'm the Warriors, I get rid of Clay and keep Poole. I think Poole offered a lot more than Clay.
Clay is asking for the max at the end of the season. I don't think he's going to get it.
He's definitely not
He
getting
doesn't
it.
look like a max player. So we might see Clay hit free agency if they can't come to an agreement. But I feel like Clay will make an exception because he got to know he's not playing.
Yeah, he has to.
He got to know he's not playing up to par.
And the Warriors, they probably don't want to give up Clay. Like, they probably going to tell Clay.
Yeah, the Warriors is like a close-knit family, so I don't think they want to really give up somebody. It's a core of their team.
Clay has given a lot.
I feel like he's going to have to take a reduced amount.
Oh, he's gonna have to take a pay cut for sure.
Business is business. At the end of the day.
I mean, come on, bro. Like he has given a lot to the organization, so and they know that. So they're gonna let Clay know, like, look, if you want us to keep you, I mean, you're gonna have to take the pay cut, man. I mean,
I think he stays with the Warriors.
I think he stays with the Warriors.
That system is good for him. Any other team, he's gonna look even worse.
Non-factor.
He's gonna look even worse. So he needs to stay with the Warriors.
Even gets on the court.
It's the same thing for Draymond. The Warriors make him look better than what he is. If he was on another team, bench warmer.
Yeah, I don't think he even gets.
He doesn't add anything to the game.
He's a non-factor, actually. If we're talking like,
but they still got Curry, so you
can't never count him out.
Curry is, I mean, what he still does,
damn near 40 years
amazing.
Old.
So
I mean, it's crazy.
So what about the Timberwolves being the best team in the league right now? Did you see that coming? Is that a surprise to you?
I mean, considering that they have been one of the worst teams since Garnett.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The Timberwolves been bad for so long. I didn't expect them to be this good. Because last season they did make the playoffs. I
could have never expected it.
But I didn't think they was gonna make that big of a jump. And I gotta give that to Ant. Because Ant looks like he took two steps like Halliburton. It looked like he done took another step.
He did. Because I feel like playing for Team USA when Kerr, I feel like that's where it all started because it was supposed to be Brunson's team. But I feel like Ant just, I don't know what it was. He was playing different.
He done transformed. He's just super aggressive now. He got more confidence in himself, I feel like.
If you watch Ant this year to his previous years, he's playing completely different. He's playing with a lot more confidence.
He's attacking the basket. He's pulling up the mid-range now. He's looking nice, man. I like that the mid-range is kind of coming back, man. I see more players using the mid-range, and you got to have a nice mid-range, man.
You got to have a jumper.
You can't lose the art of the mid-range, man.
Come on. Sean Livingston, you can't.
Oh, man. Don't even bring him up, man. All them games we lost to him in the playoffs, he hit middies back-to-back, 5 back-to-back middies, dog.
I don't think I've ever seen him miss a mid.
Man, that man Livingston was a midi king, man. Him and DeRozan.
He was automatic.
It was automatic, dog.
Automatic, bro.
That's crazy. Don't bring him up no more.
I like...
Don't bring him up no more.
I do like that the mid-range is coming back. It's a fundamental part of the game. Like Kobe said, you're not going to make it far in the league without a jumper.
You need the jumper,
You
man.
need the jumper.
I think Ant has took... Plus, I think he feel like he's the leader of that team now. Cat kind of fell back into that supportive role.
And he knows his role now.
And Cat doing even better now. Now that he's taken a back seat to Ant, he's really doing good now. All that pressure not on him no more. And Ant has taken that role. So now, Gobert, he's a Gobert, whatever his name is. He's grabbing boards and stuff now like he used to do for the Jazz. That's all he needed to do. He grabbing boards, dunking here and there. But, Gobert, he don't got no bag.
He got zero offensive bag.
Negative offensive bag.
There is literally nothing in his bag. He has nothing in there.
He didn't pack anything.
He did not. He came to the Timberwolves with nothing packed.
Him and Draymond got some of the worst bags I ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Draymond in his prime, though.
I don't know what happened. that guy used to be cashing threes.
He got old, man. He got older.
Yep.
Even though he's younger than LeBron, the way he played just wasn't going. It wasn't sustainable.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He was like a high energy banging with the bigs, and he's not that big. He's banging with bigs, hitting the three, high energy. He can't keep it up forever. His role. So now I feel like he need to work on his threes. If he want to be something that's useful for the offense, he need to work on his threes, man. Because him knocking down the three, that's all they need. They sagging off Draymond. They not worried about the three. He's a non-factor. So for him to be a factor, I feel like he needs to get them threes way up. That's how you can hurt people.
I forgot CP3 even played for that team.
Dang.
He's a non-factor.
Man.
Hey,
that hurts my feelings,
man.
He
is a non-factor.
CP3 is, man. I forgot he even played for the Warriors.
He even played for that.
I felt like he was retired. He ain't really did much.
He ain't done nothing.
He been passing a lot, though.
That's what you go get from him.
He been playing point guard real good, though.
He's passing to bums, so it really.
But even with CP3, when I watch him, that shot not fall. It's flat now, man. He got no lift no more, man. It's sad to see, man.
Sad. He's one of the greatest.
He's one of the greatest point guards ever, though.
To ever do it. I used to love watching.
He's top 5.
He's top 5 for sure. I used to love watching prime CP3. He was
Lob City, Clippers.
He was Blake.
Man, how that team didn't win championship?
Because this man I don't know what it is, what they be writing in the script, but he's always hurt in the play. He's always hurt when it matters.
They were supposed to win the shit.
They was supposed to win the shit.
That meant Blake Griffin was going out with his mind on the Clippers, man. Him and DeAndre Jordan.
They was in their primes, boy.
dunk city every game.
You couldn't stop it.
Pick and roll all game. That's back when they ran pick and roll every play.
The Steve Nash Stoudemire.
They pick and roll all game. Oops. They throwing oops all game. Like you would watch a game and they would be throwing oops all game. He's like, dog, the pick and roll oop every play.
They didn't get called Lob City for nothing. Just to win nothing.
That was a good team.
Just to win nothing.
0 championship.
0.
Man.
CP3 always hurting the playoffs. It's
CP3 he might get them one with the Warriors, man, if they make a little run, man. I just feel like it's too many young teams, man.
It's over.
It's gonna be too many new young teams in the
They're gonna be
running
laps around them. It's over, bro. He can't. And it's he's older now. It's there's nothing you can do, man. Father Time gonna always win. Nothing you can do. He's about to get laps ran around him. He's a non-factor now.
So what about the other hot young team, the Magic? You think it's real or you think it's fake? You think that everybody finally got it clicking, or you think it's just beginner's luck right now?
Nah, I think everybody's starting to get it click, man. We see Banchero, he had his year. We had Franz Wagner. They were not doing nothing, but I feel like everyone knows their role now. Everyone on that team.
Somebody that looks way better? Suggs.
Suggs actually
I thought he was going to be a bust, but he has proven me wrong this year.
Because he's playing his role.
He's looking good.
He's looking real good. This is the best numbers he's put up since he's been in the league.
He's looking good.
He's looking real good. I like Suggs. I think he's a good fit for that team.
Wagner, Suggs, and then Banchero.
He's a third option too. He's let the stars do what they do, Banchero and Wagner, and he does what he needs to do.
Right.
Like if you need him to create, he can create, but he gonna let them do what they do.
Because when the Magic went against the Lakers, man, he was looking good, man. I was like, damn, man, when he started playing like this, man, he's finally clicking. So a team that needs it to click, the Pistons, are they ever gonna click, or is they just a wasteland?
I think that's just a generational wasteland. I don't think that team's ever gonna be
So what do you think's wrong with them? They got all these top picks. And they can't seem to win the game.
Is it coaching?
I mean, Monty's a good coach, man. He just got 70-something million to coach their team.
Is it? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, on paper, they got the picks. They got the players.
2-18, man.
2-18. They got
18-game losing streak.
They got top picks in the starting lineup.
They got top 10 picks for like 3 years straight, 4 years straight. So when do you think they going to start to look better?
I think it's a generational wasteland, so I don't think they're ever going to do it.
The Pistons used to be scary, man. Yeah. Now they're a laughing stock.
Yeah, that was back when,
The only bright spot they got is Cunningham.
And that's it.
That's it, man.
And that's it.
They ain't got too much more going for themselves.
I truly do think that team will never be good.
I don't think they're going. I think they need a couple more years.
You think so?
And I think they're going to trade away some of that young talent. I feel like they got too many young players. So I think they're going to have to trade a couple of them, get some vets in there. Because you see how the Rockets got a couple vets, mix it in. The Pistons need a couple of vets to mix in there. Like, you don't need all this top-heavy talent. I feel like none of them don't have play together as a team. So you need to get rid of some of them that don't know their role.
And that's what happens.
And bring in players that do know their role. So it can work out. Because the Rockets, they look a little bit better this year. They win in a couple more games than they did last year. So I feel like the Pistons need to follow suit.
I think Houston's kind of clicking. I mean, I think Jalen Green finally realized his role. Sengun kind of took over as that first option.
I'm still not sold on,
You're not
Jalen Green yet, man. He's so streaky, man.
Ignite players, man.
He's like an upgraded version of Jordan Poole.
The ignite players, I don't think they're any good. Man.
He don't play no defense. He don't pass the ball.
Defense.
He can score. He can score. I give that to him. He know how to score for sure. But it's just like he don't make no winning plays, man.
He's not gonna win.
When he's not scoring, he can't do nothing else.
He's a non-factor.
Like when you're not scoring, you gotta be able to at least 1, play defense, 2, make shots easy for your teammates. He does neither. So it's just like if you're not scoring, how much of a use are you?
Never was sold on him.
Yeah, I'm not. I was
always ISO ball. He couldn't really do nothing with that.
He don't play team basketball, man.
He don't. He kind of just chucks up shots.
So another team that's 2-17, the Spurs.
That team is terrible.
So I thought they was gonna look a little bit better than what they look, and they look terrible.
I mean, that team just sucks. Like, other than
man,
Victor,
I ain't gonna lie. I fed into the hype. I was hyped. I was like, man, they could be a dark horse this season. But then I started watching a couple of their games, and
they look terrible.
They don't look good, man.
I mean,
I guess they need what they need, like another.
They need a. This is what they need because they're running without a true point guard. They need a playmaker.
They're gonna have to get some players in there that know their role because Wemby not really touching the ball as much as he's supposed to be touching the ball. This is the year that Wemby's supposed to get a whole bunch of,
feeding him. You're supposed to
right, like he's supposed to get a whole bunch of experience, but he don't have that much experience with USA basketball, so he needs to be touching the ball like every time down the court.
That's what I think. And
he needs easy buckets. Like they pass it to him on the wing and stuff. Like even though he can shoot and stuff, it's kind of hard for him to do his thing out there right now. So they kind of bodying him and stuff. So they need to just throw oops till he's 7'5". Throw that ball up there, man. Like
that's why I said they need they running without a true point this season.
Greg need to tell them, hey man, y'all gonna have to pass him the ball. He the focal point.
So Chan, give him the ball.
I feel like all them players out there trying to play for themselves. They trying to showcase what they're doing.
That's what it sounds
instead of giving Wemby
because
the ball.
They're young.
They all young.
They want to showcase what they got, and
so
I understand. So
we're gonna give them a couple more years.
I think. They definitely need to figure something out. It can't keep whatever they're doing right now.
So this year, if they get another top pick, and then after that, you feel like they need to take a step. I think
Greg needs to go ahead and be like, okay, look, we're running through Victor. Like, y'all needs to play some roles.
I definitely feel like they need to run through Victor. He needs to get all the experience he can.
Yep.
Because you're not going to unlock him if you're not using him.
You don't draft someone to not use them. We see it time and time again. You cannot draft someone and not use them. You got to use them. And you have to build around him so that he can succeed. Put him in the best position to succeed. You got him around you got Jack Collins. He's out here trying to do his thing with the ball. You got So Chan not doing nothing, not playmaking. He needs some people that know their roles.
Exactly.
Like you said, throw that ball up there,
man.
Throw
the ball up, man. Like he's 7'5". Let him just go get that thing, man.
Throw him the ball.
Like, because the last thing you want to do is regulate him to a dribble pop guy. We want to use his height. Like, shooting is good, but he needs to be able to get his height to the rim. And
he can
let him just eat the paint.
Right.
A lot of the time they do plays to where he's on the wing and he has to create. He's not there yet. He can't, sauce somebody up and get to the rack yet. That's not his game yet. He got it in him, but it's not there yet.
There, man. Let him use
just
that
get
height.
some easy.
Abuse the height.
Because every time on fast break, I see Wemby hustling, and they don't be throwing the ball up. Just throw it up for an easy two, man. We don't want to see you shoot. Throw that thing up. I'm trying to see a dunk.
I think teams, they just want the shot, man. They just want to turn these big men
especially young teams. They everybody's trying to showcase their skills. That's why I said, you need a mix of vets, of players already know their role, so it ain't going to be no egos. Right now, it's like, I'm the man. No, I'm the man. Wemby like, I'm the man. Like,
I'm the man. Like, y'all should really be passing me the ball.
I'm gonna give the Spurs a couple years.
Yeah, they definitely need a couple. But I think Greg does need to be like, we need a different offensive scheme.
Even though Tim Duncan made all NBA rookie season, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
We're
about the Bulls, man. They are a big trade place. A lot of names in the trade rumors. You feel like they need to blow it up, or they need to just keep doing what they're doing, man?
Man, I miss watching the healthy Bulls, man, when they actually had Rosen, LaVine, and Lonzo.
But was the Bulls ever really like a playoff? Like
they were playing.
I'm saying, was they like a contender for the championship?
I think all healthy, they probably would have made the championship, but they would have made a playoff run, deep playoff run for sure, because they were playing good.
I feel like
Lonzo's never playing basketball again.
Yeah, Lonzo's done. What about the Ball brothers, man?
I mean, are they just done?
We're going to get back to the Bulls, but side note, Lonzo's hurt. He's probably never playing
basketball
again. LaMelo's hurt his ankle again.
Was it non-contact? It was non-contact.
No, I think he stepped on somebody. But either way, do you feel like LaMelo is going to have problems with this ankle? It's the second time.
Man, I love watching LaMelo, man. It hurts me.
And he was on the hot streak.
He was, man. It hurts me, bro. I do think he's gonna have problems with injuries, man. He's so young. He's already had 2 ankle injuries.
So this go back to what they say. Do you feel like the kids are playing too much basketball now?
Definitely playing too much basketball.
They don't get a break no more. They're
school.
playing high school. They're playing basketball in school, and then after school's out, they're playing AAU. and then when school start back up,
They're back into the
they're right back
season.
on it. So do you feel like their bodies already got mileage on them by the time they
already has hella mileage?
I see a lot of young players be getting hurt, man.
I mean, like getting hurt, and that should not be happening. LeVar was playing them too hard, man.
I feel like the kids just they're not getting no breaks, man.
They don't get
and their bodies already spent by the time they get to the league.
I mean, 2 ankle injuries already, man. Looking like Derrick Rose.
Once some ankles start to get hurt, man, you start to get tentative, man.
You see what happened with
you
D
start
Rose?
to second guess yourself. I just want to see him play, man. He's 6'9".
I mean, he's good when he plays.
He's flashy. You know, I like a little flair.
He's the only reason to put on a Charlotte game. He is the only.
The Hornets are.
They are a desolate land.
Michael Jordan ruined that team.
Hey, he said he sucked, and he said, "All right, I'm out." He had the worst picks.
I mean, he had some of the worst picks ever, dog.
If
you go back to the Bobcats, with who they was drafting,
he was terrible.
I think the only good draft pick they had was Kemba Walker.
Kemba gave everything.
Kemba gave him everything he had.
Everything he had. To
After he left them, he was a shell. He was a shell of himself. Man.
He did give everything he had to that organization.
He looked good on the Celtics before he got hurt. After he got hurt, shout out to Kemba, man.
Shout out Kemba Walker, man. He was.
His game winner at UConn ain't never gonna be forgotten, bro.
I liked Kemba.
I love Kemba game, man. Them injuries just sucked the life out of him, man. But back to the Bulls. Do you feel like somebody should trade for Zach? Do you feel like Zach can put a team over the top, a contender?
I'm not really sold on Zach, man. He getting older, man.
I dove into the stats, and Zach has some good stats, but they don't equal to wins. His win share is low. So, do you just take the good scoring and stuff on a good team where he don't got to be the main focal point?
I feel like where he doesn't have to be a main focal point, he will thrive. I feel like.
But that's not what Zach wants.
That's not what Zach wants. Zach wants the ball.
He wants to be a star.
He wants to be a star.
He feels like he's a star. Do you feel like he's a star?
I don't think he's a star, but I think he's a good player.
So is he better than DeRozan?
I think I'm taking DeRozan.
You taking DeRozan?
I think I'm taking DeRozan. I think DeRozan.
Why?
I think DeRozan.
Why are you taking DeRozan?
DeRozan
ain't won nothing.
He ain't won nothing, but I feel like he's proved himself more than Zach.
But as a basketball player, you feel like DeRozan got more.
I got DeRozan.
I feel like DeRozan
played better D, had just as good as offense.
He can't shoot that 3 though. But DeRozan can score though.
He can score. He ain't gonna get you that 3, but he can score. So
DeRozan is a proven scorer, and so is Zach LaVine. But I don't know, man. I feel like I take DeRozan just because he got more of a bag. I feel like
way more of a bag. I feel like Zach. I mean,
and DeRozan gets to the line a lot. Zach doesn't get to the line as much as DeRozan. DeRozan gets to the line a lot.
I'm definitely taking
DeRozan. And he's a good free throw shooter.
DeRozan brings a lot more. Zach plays negative defense. Zach is a liability on
Zach
defense.
is more of an offensive guy.
He has negative defense in him.
Plus, I don't know Zach has that championship mentality.
You think he just got that?
DeMar was on a championship team. He was on a contender with the Raptors where they was going to the playoffs every year playing for a championship. Zach ain't really, he on the Bulls, they made the playoffs a couple times, but he ain't never been on a team where they was consistently going to the playoffs, playing these big games. Zach, I don't know. Zach got that dog in him, man.
Zach's kind of just like, I'm going to get my points.
Right.
I'm going to get my
I don't know if Zach could be like that guy. I feel like he'd just be a good compliment to another team be like a number 2 or 3 on a team.
Number 2 or 3, but he don't want that. So that's why I feel like they need to go ahead and just either, I don't know, trade him and blow it up again. I mean,
the Bulls need to blow it up.
They need to just blow it up.
Big Vooch, he's done. He's done.
Non-factor.
He wasn't a factor on the Magic. He's done.
He is done.
He's always been overrated. I don't know why they love him so much.
They gave too much.
He can shoot a 3. He can play a little defense, but almost every big guy can do that now. So
right.
It's like he doesn't separate himself from nobody. Like Miles Turner does that at a high level. So it's just like Big Vooch ain't doing nothing, man. Like he's not no needle.
Done.
And he's not no needle mover, dog.
Blow it up.
Yeah, the Bulls need to go ahead and blow it up, man.
What they gonna do with Lonzo?
Lonzo's done, man. I think Lonzo's career is over.
You think his career's
Yeah,
over?
I think his
I don't think
career's
he's
over.
playing basketball.
I think he got that same thing Brandon Roy had with the knees.
We saw what
I think
happened.
he's done.
Now, if he don't play next season, he's definitely never playing basketball
If
again.
Lonzo don't come back next season, and he says he's gonna come back the season after,
never coming back.
He's never coming back.
He's never coming back.
Because I mean, you don't sit out that long if your knees is good. And I just don't. I think he knows his knees ain't no good. I think he's just trying to, give hope to the Bulls. But I feel like he knows that his career is probably over.
Damn, man, it's so sad. I like Lonzo too, man. I like watching Lonzo.
Lonzo was nice on the Pelicans.
He was nice. Once he fixed that shot, man, he was nice.
And he was shooting a three at a good clip.
Yeah, when he fixed that shot, he was a clip.
If he can come back, I hope so, man. I love to watch him.
He's definitely not gonna be the same. Though.
I feel like he's right. He's not gonna be explosive like he was.
He's definitely not gonna be the same.
So, anything else, man?
Shoot. I think that's it.
That's it. Okay,
that's it. We got NFL coming up.
Got NFL coming up on Sunday, so we'll be back with that, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the show today, man. Sub and like.
Show all your friends. Like, comment, and subscribe.